What is going on, my homies? So my good buddy Jacob Wall just won $130,000 on Lake Guntersville, dude. Second place in the Ultimate Angler Championship.
Oh yeah! You can't even see me under this thing. I don't even know if I can hold it in here.
So he called me and he's like, bro, I gotta tell you about this pattern I got on because you're going to love it because he knows how much I like that. And he also just got a new house. So he's like, dude, I got a new fishing crib. I got all my baits out. And Jacob has some sneaky ass stuff. He always has kind of like cool, kind of unique lures that he shows me. So we're gonna get a little recap from Jacob, kind of celebrate his second place finish and have him show me some of this sneaky stuff. So let's jump in here. What's up, homie?
What's up, dude?
This is the guy right here. So this is the new crib.
This is it. Yeah, this is the fishing garage, I don't even know what you want to call it. Shop, man cave. Whatever you call it, it's got a lot of fishing gear.
A home for winners, dude.
Yeah. Second place is a winner in this tournament, 130 grand. I'm counting that as a win.
That is freaking ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Well, dude, let's jump over here. We're gonna go through all this stuff and basically have Jacob kind of walk through what he's got to fish the BPT tour, as well as jump through the recap of how he pulled. I can actually see it back there. How he pulled that 130K check.
All right, so we'll start right here by the door. I've still got stuff to put up on the walls. I've still got quite a bit of stuff, some trophies from when I was younger, and some cool little things, just some different stuff to hang up. But we've got some stuff up on the wall so far. Some cool stuff from the last couple of years here. This was from Red Crest this year. That's a big deal, making that tournament. It's pretty cool. They made this for all the guys. This here actually has a lot of value, a lot of meaning to me. This is a tournament banner from when I used to live in Oregon. They used to make you use those on your engine. So like if you were in a tournament, you had to put that on the engine, and then this other side's orange. You flip that thing around in case you're in distress. So it's actually kind of a cool deal. I've had that for a really, really long time. This here is a bait that I was designed with Ducket. We've got this cool magazine cover that I was on one year, a few years ago. This is from when I was in college. I won that. That was the first college guy to win a team tournament as a solo. So that was a pretty cool one. Always been super into swim baits.
You kind of taught me a lot about that stuff. Is there any like super sneaky one up here that's kind of a cool, unique find?
That's a Hinkle shad.
Holy crap, so that's the one I should steal because it's like $1,000,
That's like a $500 at least dollar bait, yeah. I've caught some fish on that, but every time I cast it, I'm like scared it's gonna, if it comes off, what am I gonna do? Because I've got it weighted to sink. This is a cool one too. I haven't really thrown it yet, but dude, look how big that thing is. It weighs like, I don't even know, like 3/4 of a pound or something. What the hell is it? It's a KGB King.
Oh, the Mondo
It's the one. King. So they make one bigger than this called the Pounder.
Yeah.
I thought this was big. I think the Pounder's like twice that size. But that's a cool one. This one here is actually made by my buddy Kurt Mitchell. He used to fish against me on the FLW tour. That's one of his baits. He just got into making those. I believe he's selling them on Instagram and stuff. He makes some cool stuff, but a bunch of different swim baits, just some miscellaneous stuff here, some tools, got some miscellaneous junk over here, pile of baits here. I got Huddlestons. I've had these things forever. These Huddlestons used to be the deal back on the West Coast. Ospreys. Mikey and I have caught fish on that guy together. Yeah, we've caught him on that thing before. There's sneaky stuff. You don't need to see those. Don't look at that. Hey, get away from that.
Moving on.
We got piles of baits. This is a bunch of the stuff out of my boat. I've got boxes and boxes jammed up with stuff. There's a frog box just absolutely piled full.
So let me ask you a question, Jacob. So your Vexus is behind us.
Yep.
When you're going to a tournament, do you just pack, some of this stuff is going to be packed in your boat, but do you pack all of it into your truck and then swap out, or do you pick boxes for where you're going?
So I'll go through everything. It's like a 2-day, 3-day process for me, and I'll kind of go through everything and kind of go, okay, like let's say I'm going somewhere shallow. I'm not going to grab this ledge box that's got a bunch of heavy jig heads in there, big shaky heads. Like I'm not going to need that if I'm going to go fish like La Crosse, Wisconsin, and go fish a shallow water fishery. So I'll kind of sift through it and take what I need. Obviously taking more than I need, like you said, keeping some stuff in the truck. I take those big black totes with the yellow lids and I'll stuff those full of stuff and then shove them in the back of the truck. Load the boat how I think I'm gonna need it for practice. And then once I practice, I'll kind of rearrange, grab stuff from the truck, take stuff out of the boat, kind of, shift stuff around. But I'm always bringing more than I need because you never know. You might need 20 bags of one bait, you know, if they're biting it really good. So.
But you're also culling before you get on the road.
Exactly.
And then you just order stuff from Tackle Warehouse or call Ducket or whatever if
That's
you need
right.
like specific stuff.
That's right. Yep.
So speaking of Ducket, you got a lot of freaking fishing rods.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got tons of rods. Yeah, I don't know how many fishing rods over here, but a bunch of, I mean, they're all Duckets. This little pile here is kind of cool. This has actually got some like stuff that I've had for a long time. So this rod right here, this was the first bait casting rod I've ever owned. This is a Cabela's rod.
Oh my God.
It's an XML TI. This used to be like high end back in the day, but it had like a clicking reel seat. It doesn't click anymore. I've had that forever. This rod I bought for Michaela when we first got together. She caught a ton of fish on that. That's an old Powell rod.
You got your Signature Series rods over there.
Oh
too,
yeah, I've got some of those Signature Series rods. I've got some old, you know, Phoenix rods that I've kept, and bunch of Ducket rods. I'm with Ducket now, so this is what I'm using all the time. We've got my Pro Series rods. We actually just recently discontinued the Pro Series, which I'm a little bummed about, but there's still room to make something new in the future. Ducket's an awesome company for me to work with, and then they've expressed that, you know, they want to design something in the future. I've got the sway minnow. I've got some baits that I've got my signature on, but
they're cool guys.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you, I met
Definitely.
Brad Abelman over there for the Gambler
Tournament.
He was super cool.
Yeah, he won that, didn't he?
He won that thing.
Like 24 pounds? Yeah, he smashed him.
Stout, dude.
Smashed him, yeah. I got my minnow bucket just in case.
You go crappie fishing?
Yeah, no, actually I use that thing when I go down to Florida and I don't know what I'm doing and I buy shrimp and I go catch like whatever will bite. Like we'll go down to Destin. Last time we were down there, I think I caught, what did I catch? I caught some like weird, like they're called lizard fish. They've got like this weird big mouth.
Yes, I know exactly what
I've caught some of those. I caught some small little jacks.
Yep.
What else did I catch? Oh, I caught a mangrove snapper. Just some random stuff. I use that for when I go fish for those things.
Pull something.
Got a bunch of baits, man. I mean, a wall full of plastics. It goes around over there too. We got Gambler, we got Missile, we've got some of this stuff. I know these cast baits are pretty cool. I've caught them on that pretty good before.
That's my buddy. And then you have a stash of,
oh my
you're
gosh.
like me, dude. I stash a bunch of freaking Sakamotos, dude.
Yeah, my horde of these freaking minnows. I mean, gosh. Ever since Forward became a big deal, I mean, that's been like the #1 hot minnow shaken bait. Got a bunch of my sway minnows. I actually need to restock on a few colors. I need to pick up some of the 6-inchers too. I'm out of those right now.
It looks like a practical bait shop in here.
I've got a bunch of stuff. And as you can tell, like it's not just like one thing on a peg. Like there's 10 packs or 6 packs or 5 packs. Being on the road all the time, fishing for a living, I don't buy one of one thing. It's like 5 of one thing, 6 of one thing, 10 of one thing. You know?
You know what you like by now. I mean, you're still a young guy, but like,
yeah.
You kind of know what you like to throw and what works, dude. And
Absolutely.
The fact is, like the Kitex are a good example. Like I'm sure you got some Tennessee shads over there. You know, like you got some kind of basic colors that you know perform day in and day out, almost no matter where you're at. Dude.
Oh yeah, no, I mean we've all got our confidence baits, you know, and like, you know, I end up buying stuff just to try it. Like, you know, there's all kinds of stuff on this wall that, you know, like these here. A buddy of mine was like, "You got to try this minnow," and so I bought way too many of that minnow.
That's a unique
Look at
one.
the like $14 a pack.
Holy
like
crap.
ridiculous.
Well, now that you got that $130K check, you can buy some more baits. Right?
Yeah, I'll go cash this thing in.
Let's see this thing, dude.
Bring this to the bank and go, "Hey, how many baits can I get for that?"
Can I get cash, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
I just picked up some more these little guys. I did pretty good on that bait last year. I know you like throwing that bait.
yeah, the old, the best mafia.
Yeah,
dude,
that's a great bait. I really like that bait a lot.
With the slide up hook and that.
Have you thrown the shallow version at all?
Yes.
Is it pretty good too?
I actually fished it more on brush piles down in Florida than
Okay.
the deep version.
Okay.
You kind of like suspend it over the top.
Yeah.
It's kind of badass.
So I just got those. I hadn't played with those. Mikey said he likes them, so I'm excited to try that. A bunch of Yamamoto, Z-Man. I don't need to go through everything, but there's plastics all the way around.
Jeez, you have a ton of stuff. So actually, we're looking at the boat now.
Made it to the boat.
So you got a Vexus just like JT does, and your boat's actually for sale right now.
Same exact boat as
Is it
JT's.
really the same?
Same model. Yeah, so it's a VXS 20. That's the same boat that JT runs. And yeah, this boat's up for sale. Hopefully I've got it sold by the time you guys see the video, but if not, I've got it listed all over the place, bassboatforsale.com. It's on there. It's on Craigslist. It's on Facebook Marketplace. It's on my Instagram. You guys just check it out. It's a great boat. This boat's been I don't know. I keep saying all year this year, I've said it's lucky. I've had some of my best finishes out of this boat. Really comfortable ride. I don't need to sell you guys on it. It's a great boat.
It's a good boat. I've filmed for JT a bunch in his, and dude, the deck is huge. It has a lot of the creature comforts. It's definitely a higher end boat.
It is.
But dude, it qualifies. Like it's the adjustable seats, that air ride thing it's got going. It's a badass sled, dude.
It is. The cooler is huge. You could put like 25 pounds
and
of ice
it's actually in
there.
the middle instead of like up, so you can just grab a beverage while you're freaking cruising around and all that.
Yeah, so this is the rig. Got the trophy up here. We were just filming a little deal talking about the finish. I got my couple of rods that I did my damage on.
Well, I guess maybe that's what we'll jump into. You ready to do a little interview and have you tell me all your sneaky secrets on Lake Guntersville so I can go punch like Jacob Well?
Honestly, a lot of the stuff that I did, I learned from you when we fished together.
No
so
shit.
yeah, I mean the same kind of stuff, just daubing a weight through the mats, and visually looking for the mats. I'd say like breaking down the water with your eyes is really important too. Like knowing where to pitch that bait is like a big deal. You have to know where to put the weight, where to punch through. It's not just like grab the rod with the right bait and the right gear, go out there and start catching them. You got to know where to pitch. And I've absorbed a lot of information from the guy behind the camera right there.
I don't know about that. You've done
I have.
You've learned a ton. So I guess let's just run through the recap real quick. What was your... I don't really care about your frogging setup. I'm going to be totally honest.
I don't care about it either.
Yeah,
this one's
what
more
was
fun.
your punching setup and what were kind of the keys to your punching deal, dude?
Yeah, so kept it super simple. I had been playing around with rods and I ended up finding this rod in my arsenal and I really like it. It's a 7.7 heavy. So I've always geared towards like a 7.9, 7.10, 7.11, that longer rod. The 7.7 I was a little skeptical on, like lengthwise, but I just wanted something that wasn't going to fatigue me after doing this all day long. And this rod works really good. 7.7 heavy ducket rod, obviously, and I was using a 1.25 ounce. I feel like a lot of guys use 1.5 ounces. I even heard guys after the tournament, like when they were doing their little video interviews and stuff, talking about 1.75 ounces. I've done a lot of flipping on Guntersville, and there's very little situation, in my opinion, where you need anything heavier than 1.5 ounces. And almost everything I was flipping was back channel. So if you're familiar with Guntersville, you've got the main river channel, and a lot of the grass up on that upper end will actually grow right up against the river channel. Those situations against the river channel edge, you need a heavier weight because that grass gets denser because of the current pushing it together. 1.5 ounces is necessary for that. Everything I was fishing was on the back channel. I wanted something that was going to, weasel its way through the mat, but wasn't going to just shoot straight through them down to the bottom. Obviously, you want a reaction bite. I went for the 1.25 ounces. I don't know. I mean, obviously, the finish shows. I mean, I don't know if it was because of the weight, but I really liked the 1.25 ounce weight. Double bobber stop, just like Mikey's doing all the time. And yeah, I mean, just your standard little flipping bait. This is just a beaver style flipping bait. Dark color on top, green pumpkin on bottom. It's kind of the best of both worlds. I mean, black and blue is like one of the #1 colors. Green pumpkin's another #1 color. So I combined both of them and I've got, is that like the best color?
That is the best color.
I mean, it's gotta be, right?
In the United States. Well, and there were two things that you kind of told me about that you're doing that are a little different, and one relates to the 1.25 ounce, but you were using 50-pound braid, and then you were adding a little something to kind of spruce up the bait.
Yep, so the 50-pound braid I felt like was key for me, just a little bit quieter, a little bit thinner diameter. I feel like more so than, well, the noise is a big deal for sure, because anytime you've got that braid like on the mat, I feel like it just lets the fish know that you're there, and you're trying to be stealthy. You're trying to ease through these areas quietly. And so I felt like that thinner braid was nice. It also helped that 1.25 ounce get through a little easier. The thicker line makes it harder for that weight to pull that bait down in there. So that was key. And then, yeah, like you said, I was putting thump gel on there. This stuff here is new. This is the Green Glow. So all of the thump gels in the past are gonna add flash because of all the little glitter in there. It's gonna add scent, and it's gonna add like a visual with the color that it's got in there. This one actually adds more visual. It's got glow in there, so it's gonna allow that bait in dark circumstances. So under a mat, under a dock, under a bridge, it's gonna allow that bait to glow. I clipped this on my belt loop, and then that thing charges with the sunlight, and then every time I applied it to my bait, it'd be nice and charged up, and I'd flip it underneath that dark mat, and it would allow that bait to stand out under that mat. A lot of guys are flipping the same stuff. gave me confidence that I was going to get a couple more bites by the end of the day.
I think that's interesting because I think one thing that gets negated with these mats is like something silvery that looks like a bait fish. A lot of guys think it's like craws, but like in the end, these are bluegills, and sometimes it's shad, dude.
Absolutely.
So something that's got a little silver flash and that glow thing under the mat. Dude, we throw dark baits to look like dark silhouettes. So if you can make it pop along with being that dark silhouette, I think that's a real interesting concept.
Yeah, it's an opaque bait, but then you've got bright, flashy, glowy kind of stuff under there. Just something different. You know, everybody's throwing the same kind of stuff. I mean, I bet you most of the guys are flipping something very similar 100%. To this. But it's like, I don't know how many guys are doing something like that. So that was the deal. I mean, obviously, Frog caught a couple of fish, but the flipping deal was my primary deal.
Obviously, it freaking worked. 130K, Richard. Congratulations,
Thank
dude.
you, man. Thank you.
You guys need to go check Jacob out because not only is he a hammer, he's taught me a bunch of stuff. He's a good dude, and he always shares kind of what he's doing, how he does it. And you see he's blushing in his pale little cheeks right there. Now, he's a great dude. So where can they check you out on like YouTube, Instagram, all that kind of stuff if they want to follow you?
Yeah, so it's Jacob Wall Fishing across the board, everywhere, you know, all social media platforms. Just type in Jacob Wall Fishing. You'll find me on there.
And we'll see you at the BPT on Lake Guntersville in
January. Yeah, so I'll be fishing the BPT next year along with 50 other guys. It's a very narrow field, so very proud to be a part of that small group of guys. And yeah, first one's on Guntersville again, so maybe we can turn that into a 1 for the Guntersville.
Yeah, there you go. It's about time.
Year.
Yeah, a lot of those things. Well, dude, I appreciate it.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
gonna get out of your hair because I know you got some fixing up to do.
Oh yeah.
And his girl's pregnant, so a lot of changes in life. So it's really cool. But I'll definitely follow this guy. He has been an awesome kind of mentor for teaching me some stuff, and I want to see him succeed. And hopefully, we're gonna see that #1 finish next year.
We're gonna see it eventually, dude. If I keep after it, it's gonna happen.